Okay. I think we're here. I think we're ready. Oh, it might help if I had the YouTube chat up. That would probably be smart. I'm sure that would be helpful if people could be read. There we go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Boy is asleep. My blood pressure is not super high. Really smart. Hope everybody had a good week. I took last week off. Did a little mini live stream yesterday, which was good. Don't draw in the background there. There we go. But we're back. Welcome back. We have some good suggestions today. I'm gonna draw some rugbies. Draw some stuff. Try to make some money. Gotta make that sweet, sweet cash. Commissions are open. I should probably turn commissions open. Oh, there. It's open. It's there. The game's coming along nicely, which is awesome. Hopefully I'll get to do more streams for that in the near future. I might start streaming at night just for that. Might go back to Rook After Dark. That could be fun. Oh, this is a weird rugby. This is like pro rugby. I don't know what's happening here. Da, da, da. Oh boy. Introducing mags. Send mags to your favorite creators to earn mags yourself to exchange them for cash. Okay. No thank you, Magma. Oh, that's why it's mags. Because they're magma. I get it. I get it. Do it, do it, do it. First person to talk in chat gets a free mini commission. Let's do that. See if that gets people in the seats. If there's nobody here, then no one can hear me, so it's fine. We started a bit earlier than we normally do, so we'll give people a little bit of time to catch up. This is a weird looking rugby. I don't know what I did. You can do all kinds of stuff with the rugby. It's essentially just, what if we gurify him? I don't remember what Gur's nose looked like. Why is there bacon in the soap? I made it myself. Do something like that. I did a whole bunch of lifting last night and my neck's all jacked up. That's no bueno. No bueno. Oops, I need to save this. We designed a new character yesterday for the game. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Little ooze man. Dum, 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 dum. Should I make him look more derpy? That could be really funny, actually. I've discovered that less detail, more derp is generally a good concept for thumbnails. Like little tiny sketches of people. Kind of wondering if I should take my stuff and just like pixel art it with the like a filter. Basically, just let Unity pixel art it. I could take the time and actually do pixel art, but I like the clean lines sometimes, you know. It's hard to decide. Hard to decide. Should the bobble come off his mask or his head? That's the real question. Maybe we do make it really masky. Just infer the skull. Maybe he shouldn't be goopy. Maybe he should be very tall. And then Scully. That's pretty funny too. I think every day we're going to do a rugby and then possibly like just sketch out some possible character ideas. Maybe that'll be a fun little dev blog we could do. Start posting that on Instagram. Get my Instagram back. It's been a very weird year. Taking care of the boy. Oops. I should probably check that. Did I do that? I have been known to do that. We are doing the viewer suggestion today. So we will be doing... well, we'll be doing the viewer suggestions, for sure. I have a whole bunch of them here. If you did not post anything on the viewer suggestion, you're very welcome to suggest them now. And yeah, we'll jump in. We'll jump in and we'll do it. I think I might be ready to start. 9. Lich, human, male, 1 arm, no legs. Okay. Phylactery is an enchanted gauntlet. So it's a lich with no limbs and a hood. Great. I don't know what I'm supposed to draw. Does he have magical limbs? It says no limbs, not like... That is a conundrum. Well, it's a lich, so we gotta do something dark. Let's do dark green. Let's get a good hood shape here. I kind of feel like it should just be floating if it doesn't have any limbs. Looks like a... I like the idea of like an ethereal lich. Spectral lich. Instead of their body being here, their spirit is trapped here. They have to like possess bugs and shit. That sounds fun to me. Okay, this says obscured by hood, so I think we're gonna have to go a little more aggressive with the hood. Which I think is okay. I think that'll be fine. That looks pretty good. I think we'll do a little bit of the chin, which should be very skeletal. Go a little Grim Reaper here. Do you think dentists exist in Dungeons and Dragons? Or does someone just cast Cure Disease on you and your teeth get fixed? I think my pen is a little too thick to draw teeth. Hope everybody's weekend went well. Hope last week was good for everybody. Nice to get a little time off. Apparently I came home just in time, because now there's like tsunami warnings where I was staying. So that's spooky. Hope everybody's safe. Elliot, hello, hello. Dentists are material component extractors. Nothing worse than the what was it, the Tooth Fairy is a tiny version of the much larger Bone Fairy. Thank you for the $5, Elliot. I can turn off the ads for that. That would be fine. Is there anything you'd like sketched today? I got a message from YouTube this morning being like, hey, we noticed that you keep turning off auto ads. Why do you do that? I'm like, because my fans hate it. The community just hates being interrupted. Is the chat broken? Or is just nobody typing? It could be that nobody's typing, which is fine. Hit me with those F's in chat. It's quiet today. Weirdly quiet. Kind of saving to sponsor like a bestiary stream. What do you mean by that? You want to sponsor a whole stream? If we wanted to do that, I think I'd have to do that at night. Maybe a day that Jump Rope could work from home and pseudo watch the boy. I'll drop a book amount of money, but I have to wait until after the anniversary. That's smart. Yeah. Yeah, that's smart. A book amount of money. I don't know how much that is. It would be nice to buy some new books. Gotta get that commission. I have so much crap I want to do. Working on the game. I have the oh man, I can't even think right now. What else am I doing? Oh, the video. That's right. I'm trying to say I have a video in the works and I'm just like dragging my feet on it. Not like intentionally. I've been busy and I'm working on the game and stuff, so I need to get the video out. Need to get the video out. Tell myself that every day. Need to get the video out. Feel free to remind me. Ooh, I gotta work on the... I have a D&D game this weekend that I have not yet prepared for, so I should probably work on that too. So many things. Gen Con is happening right now. There's always new stuff coming out. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's like 2 books I'd like to get. I sent a letter to Paizo being like, hey, can I review copies of these books? And they have not responded, so we'll see what happens. So I have a fun idea for the crab game, but I don't know if it's actually a good idea. I just think it would be fun and funny. So I want to run it by you. Should I have a crab variant of every character that exists? And what I mean by that is, like, if I have a character that is based around slowing, like dropping piles of slow, like the ooze man here, should I also have an ooze crab? Ooze crab? Oh! Hello! Good morning. You came all the way out here by yourself. Good job. I'm kind of bummed that you only took a 30-minute nap, but that's okay. You want to come hang out? No. He looks at me, immediately turns around and just throws himself to the floor. Yeah, you sad? You sad, kid? Those seem like pretty performative cries, kid. Yeah. You being silly? I think you're just a drama. Yeah, it is pretty funny, isn't it? Drama queen. So I have a normal version of the character and then a character cursed by the Krabby? No. So it would be that would be interesting too. Like I'm talking about like so for every type of player I have, I should also have a enemy variant of it. Like so I think what you're saying is like an infested Terran. I was thinking just like a crab that has the same kind of abilities as that person. Kid, what's going on? Show me? Can you show me what's going on? Do you want to go back to bed? Okay, sorry everybody, 1 second. I'm here, I'm just occupied. Okay. You eat too many beans for lunch? Eat too many beans? Too many beans. Okay, kid. Sorry, everybody. Apologize if you have headphones on. Okay, sorry about that. I would only want to face a version of my own character as a mini boss, but it would be interesting seeing other characters pop up as crabs. Yeah, I like the idea of like basically that way if people like see crabs and they're like, oh, that would be cool to have a character that could do that. It's like, yeah, that'll be in the game. The boy is teething and not having a good time, so he's gonna hang out with me for a little bit. Elliot, is there anything you'd like me to sketch for you? Since you gave us that. Oh, I'm still on to be right back. There we go. We're gonna try to hang out with the boy here and see if he'll fall asleep. Because he didn't finish his nap. He's just... I think he's just uncomfortable and grouchy. I wonder if I can use the XYZ method here. Let's try it. X, Y, Z. Hey, that's not bad. It's supposed to work for pants leg, but pant legs. Okay. Yeah, you like that music? I feel like if this was a phylactery gauntlet, it's gotta be like way crazier looking. What does Sauron's gauntlet look like? You wanna sit? You can sit. No. No, it's not for you to play with. Put it down. Bless you. Can I save mine for Friday? They said the Draw Steel book should come out by the end of the month. I would like time to scroll for a monster I think would have an interesting take on. Yeah, that's fine. Mind you, if it's just coming out in a book, I won't know what you're talking about unless it's already a pre-existing monster, so... Do you want down? You hungry? Let's go see if we can get you some snacks. bullshit, kid. Okay. Turns out him telling me he wanted food was a lie. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lie. Want me to make go room? Yeah, none of that makes any sense. I'm a child, my teeth hurt, I'm mad for no reason. You said you wanted snacks, but now you don't want snacks? Okay. I'm gonna eat it. Started reading The Last Unicorn while I was on vacation. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it's pretty good. I think I'm almost done with it. It does seem kind of strange that a lich would have his phylactery like on him. But maybe the arrogance of thinking he's so powerful that he can't be destroyed. Maybe. I could try watermelon. He's been avoiding fruits lately. Won't eat cherries, won't eat apples. Won't eat raspberries. I'm not sure what happened. He wants to eat apples. Like he'll take an apple and he'll bite it. And then he'll spit it out. And then he'll bite it again. Maybe. No. I give you enough blankets, will you fall asleep? I'll trick him into thinking he's the one that wants to sleep. Am I the only one that likes the, like, long, unnecessarily long hood? I don't know why they exist like that. I just realized this lich is essentially a floating skull in a gauntlet, which is kind of dope. Kind of cool as hell. I like the idea of like spectral bones. I'm pushing my keyboard like, why isn't this working? It's because I unplugged it. So I unplugged it because the boy wanted to play with it. Free commission to anybody that can guess what the boy is playing with. Just from the sound. Yeah. Fix for a pain. Yeah. Please be careful with that. I don't know why you like whacking yourself in the head with sticks, but you know, here we are. Is that so? Yeah. Does your mouth hurt? Is that what's going on? Yeah. You want milk? You want milk? Okay. We'll try some milk. Give me a second. Be right back. Alright, the milk is good. But I can't. Can you hold it? Can you hold it yourself? No. Is it better? Okay, yeah, you can drink yourself if you want. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, I think I'm about done with this Lich guy, since he doesn't have any arms or legs. Kind of want to give him some gold. A little bit of gold accenting. Just because... I feel like you don't become a Lich by being a vagabond, but maybe you spend all your money becoming a Lich, and then you don't care. But at the same time, like... If you're becoming a Lich, you're trying to live forever, so I assume you're a little obsessed with... Well, maybe material possessions aren't the important part, but just magical power. Please don't do that. You done? We'll gild the gauntlet here. I got punked yesterday. I went on Amazon Prime, which I haven't done in a while. And I saw the 3-body problem, and I'm like, hey, YouTube keeps trying to make me watch this, let's watch it. And the whole first episode was in, I think, Chinese, and I was like, what is going on? Like, this is not what I thought I was watching. Turns out there's a Chinese version of the show that is not the Netflix version of the show. It's completely different. Completely different. Same book. 2 different series were made out of it. Haven't decided if I'll keep watching that or not. It's a cool premise, though. Okay, I'm gonna with this bad boy. I think I drew all of these on the same layer. No. I'll add him over here somewhere. Put him over here. Okay. Rolling some dice. The one in Chinese or the Netflix one? They're both based on the same book, and I think the premise is the same. Apparently, I looked it up afterwards, so I've heard that the Chinese one is much more true to the book, but the Netflix one is only 8 episodes instead of 30, so it's much more concise, and generally people suggest watching it over the older one. 4. A male drow beastmaster ranger with a horse spider companion. A horse spider, huh? Is that a thing? Hey. You can roll the dice, but please don't slam it on the table. I just vacuumed, and now it's all over the floor. That was my bad, though. Drow beastmaster ranger. Yeah. Nope, now that's on the floor. We don't get it back. No, I don't want you just pouring milk on the floor, kid. Yeah, that's gross. Nobody's got milk everywhere. I think you're trying to cause so much havoc that I let you draw, and I don't want that. Do you want your own markers? You want to draw? You want to draw on markers? Here you go. Yeah, here you go. Oh boy. Oh boy, marker time. What a magnet. See the magnet? Okay. Drow. Horse spiders do exist. Alright, well, that sucks. That's terrifying. What are you drawing on, kid? Please don't draw on my desk. You just want all the markers? You don't actually want to draw? You just want all the markers? I can't remember why it was important the Drits had lavender eyes, but I remember it being a thing. Maybe it's this that he had pretty eyes and that made everybody mad. There are horse head and horseman spires in real life, and apparently these are completely different regional myths across Earth mythology. Interesting. That is weird. I mean, I assume any civilization that, like, keeps horses and spiders probably coexist pretty well together because of barns and warm, dry places that flies show up at. What have I done here? I don't know what I've done. Something weird is going on. Too much? Too much, not enough. Did I go too far, not enough? That's the question. I think I smooshed his face. I think I smooshed it. Yeah, he needs more chin. He needs more chin and a little more jaw. I don't know why I'm drawing so much of his face before I draw anything else. But whatever, we'll make it work. Sometimes it's fun to just draw in contour instead of, which is just painting, I suppose, instead of drawing. I really do feel like drow and elves should be way more terrifying in D&D for the simple fact that they're just so old. Like, I think we get it in our heads that like a 50-year-old drow must only be, you know, like a child. But I mean, comparatively to a human, yes, but just because you live longer doesn't mean that you develop slower. Dritz spent like 50 years being trained in fighting. So I feel like you should have a distinct advantage on most people. Except maybe some dwarves that kind of did the same thing, you know?
Hello.
Howdy, howdy. Welcome in.
My only pushback against, like, elves and stuff is how do you do that mechanically? I'm pulling a U.
That's fair. That's fair. So what you're saying is that a level 1 elf shouldn't be 160.
Yeah.
Here's my counter to
Unless...
it.
Alright, go ahead.
So, we've talked about levels, like character levels are a whole different thing than guards, right? Like guard levels, NPC levels. So, someone could be a guard for 30 or 40 years of their life and never take one level in fighter. Because they never had whatever it took to give them a character level. I think that's bad, but mechanically that is possible. That's possible.
Yeah.
So I like to give my tavern keepers 3 or 4 levels in fighter because, like, I figure that 20 years of dealing with drunkards and stuff probably make you a little tough, and you should have access to some of that stuff. So you could argue that an elf that grew up in an elven city for 300 years and then decided to become an adventurer didn't take that first step to becoming an adventurer until they left, right? So you could make that argument, and I think that's fine. Dritz, technically he's like level 12 and he's got 3 subclasses, or 3 multi-classes. So you wouldn't start Dritz as a level 1 character.
Probably shouldn't... He should not be an example of, like...
Level 1.
A literary character turned into a D&D character.
Right,
because even though he's in the D&D setting, he was a literary character first, and they have all sorts of bullshit.
Yeah, because if you really look at it, Dritz is a ranger fighter druid cleric.
Yep.
And he has every feat that's ever been created.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you can't just take the literary version of Dritz and go for it. But that being said, I think if you're an elf, your background could be, you know, any of the normal backgrounds, but maybe if you play a drow, you should start at level 3. Like, I'm okay with that kind of stuff, and I think that's kind of what's missing from a lot of gameplay is the imbalanced party, which used to exist. But that can be fun. That can be really fun. Like, finding a drow that just seems overpowered as balls.
Like, that's always been like a disconnect. Is like, how do you play at the bare minimum, 100-year-old elf?
Yeah.
and not be. I don't say broken, but like.
I think the answer to that is you don't. Like.
Yeah.
So with Finny, like that's a big thing for me. Is like when we started and talked to Druid about it. I'm like, if she's this famed elf, like the family is world renowned for making bags, she should start with the ability to do that, even though that's like a level 7 thing. It's like, I'm not going to use it to abuse the game because that's lame, but that's how backstory should be kind of worked into it, right? Like, if you want to be a famed dragon slayer, why are you level 1? Start them at level 5, give them some stuff, and then make the party have to figure out how to navigate that. And it's really tough on a DM. It's really tough on a DM. But it can be fun. It can be really fun to do that.
Because that's always been, and also tacking onto that, like, I personally have a hard time playing like long-lived people because mentally they're like are probably gonna be very different from us.
Sure.
Humies.
Yeah, I think
and just
think Faerun does a.
I know, like, it doesn't like matter in the long run, but like there's always like a disconnect for me when I like try to like play an elf or something. And I'm just like, I don't know how they would act. Like, are they nonchalant? Are they? Yeah.
So, have you watched Free Run yet?
Yes. I
So-
watched it before you.
That's fair. That's totally fine. But I think there's something that people don't realize that I haven't really had a conversation about yet. The other elf that you meet in the show
Yeah.
is completely different. Is completely different than her. Right? Like, you meet him once in the past, and he's, I think, a fighter or a cleric or something.
He's a monk.
He's a monk? Okay. And then later you meet him as a cleric then. Is that what it was?
I think he's always just been like a religious monk who punches people.
I feel like he acted differently, though. Like, class-wise, I think he acted differently. But I could be wrong. I'll have to rewatch it.
Because I know, like, because he's just called Croft the Monk. That's
Okay.
like his little name, and like Free Run the Mage. Like, he is like a religious person.
I didn't think he
So I guess you could say he's a cleric. He was a monk and multi-class cleric.
I think so, but I think those came at different times. I mean, that's how I remember it, so I'm not sure. Like, I feel like he picked up religion in the second act, like the second time we meet him. Or vice versa.
So, like, when we first meet him, he's like, they meet him in like the snow shelter.
I swear we talked about him in the past too, or they talk about him. They find a statue or something. What's his name? Let me
Yeah,
look it up.
so there's a cleric that they meet who's kind of he's a bad cleric. He's like
Craft.
the guy from Game of Thrones, where he's kind of like a drunk and everything like that.
I'm talking about Craft. Craft the.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he talks about hearing about a story about a monk, like, finding a statue with him and his friend of these heroes. And one of those heroes is Croft. And they don't know that. We know that.
Okay.
And then I think we meet him again. Like, he shows up to help this one person and, like, beats the crap out of some thugs. Mostly because the person he was helping was going to kill them. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I know this probably does not help.
We're getting sidetracked. Well, the point I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
No, okay, yeah. So here it is. So the first time you meet him, he's a warrior. He's a warrior that helps a human priest do some stuff, and then it says, sometime after that, he becomes a monk, trying to honor the goddess, which was the person that the other guy was worshiping. So like,
Yeah.
So that's what I was getting to is like, retraining's a thing in D&D mechanically, and so if you live a long time, you could have like started, leveled, and been a monk, and then decided I'm gonna give that up and become a warrior. But once again, you're starting the game with levels, and you're just deciding not to use those abilities, like mechanically, which is kind of lame. But I like the idea of certain backgrounds giving you bonus levels to start with, and I feel like that should be something that is optional for long-lived races, or humans. Like if you want to start the game as like a 60-year-old retired whatever, that's great. But that doesn't really matter because D&D hasn't really worried about age in a while. So, neither here nor there. But I feel like there is a place for you to... There is a place for people to kind of play that way. And I'd be interested to see it. Freeren looks at the world as though she wasn't paying attention. But I feel like this other character... Jesus, kid. Basically, like... reinvents himself and finds new ways to try new things and like changes, and we see him change. This is what I was trying to get to. So I think that's okay. I think it's okay to be, hey, I'm 300 years old. I have 8 levels in merchant because that's what I've been doing for the last 200 years. I'm gonna strike it out and become a wizard. It's like cool. I dig it, and I think
that's kind of.
Just to finish my thought, the elf ancestries in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which is I think what I took for Fine Eye, gives you an additional ancestry feat, or not ancestry feat, but archetype. It gives you a free archetype, which I've struggled with.
The ancient elf.
Yeah, if you take that and you're doing the free archetype, they cancel each other out. And so it's like, it doesn't matter if you're doing that. But if you are playing normally, that's a way to take the archetype features for free. And that's great.
Yeah.
Is that so? You're very talkative today. What are you standing on? You standing on the stereo? I don't know if I like that, kid.
Sort of deviating from...
Sure. Yeah.
Still on the same topic, just deviating from the different to a different system. I was watching a video by the guy I've mentioned who worked for Warhammer as a writer, artist, and
I don't
kind
remember.
of editor for. I mentioned him a few times where like I've been watching his YouTube channels where he's he worked on like the latest edition of like Warhammer's like role-playing game.
Okay,
like
I think
tabletop game.
Yeah.
Name is Andy Law. He's done a lot. He's even worked for Critical Role. He's done a lot of Critical Role's maps.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember talking about that.
Yeah. And then his like home, because he also does a live stream game of Warhammer roleplay, and he has made a system like a path system for elves.
Okay.
And it's something in the lore where like elves, as they like go throughout their very long lives, because they have like Tolkien long lives, like thousands and thousands of years, unlike D&D, who are like maybe 500 years at most.
Yeah, they're not immortal.
They will like devote themselves to a path, and when they change it, they completely change. And like mechanically, when you like complete a path and you decide to change a path, you basically start for zero. You basically lose all your experience and start from zero.
That's great.
Basically,
that's the Paragon system.
Because you're like becoming literally a new person.
Yeah.
In like the minds of elves,
Do you
like
know
your
what I'm talking about
personality
when I
will
say Paragon
change.
systems?
Say what?
Do you know what I'm talking about when I say Paragon systems?
Only thing I remember that is from like 4E D&D.
Like,
I don't know if they're related.
In Call of Duty or Battlefield, basically you level up from 1 to 100. And once you reach level 100, you've unlocked every gun, every class, whatever. and there's nothing else to do. So you Paragon, you start over at level 1 with a star next to your level, and you have to re-unlock everything. So you're basically replaying the game on New Game Plus. And then when you reach level 100, you do it again, and it gives you like star. And it's just clout. Like, it's super funny. That's what that sounds like. So Nell's just like, well, time to try again. Whoop.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
And so like you then have to like sort of like, I can't remember exactly how it works. Like, I don't know if you like start directly to 0. Probably not, since you'll probably die that way. But you
Jesus Christ.
basically start over with like different careers and everything, because that's what they do. You have career paths in Warhammer.
Yeah, I think there's the other side of that is like, if you have the time, why not, right? Like, humans kind of live their lives in dedication to something, and like, I've mastered this and now I'm master's whatever until I retire. But elves could basically just be like, I think I'm gonna go work at this place for 100 years now. And I think Free Reign kind of touches that a little more, right? So yeah, I dig that. I dig that concept. But I'm also very much totally fine with some level boosting. I did that with my polar bear character too. Like, I started the character at level 3, level 4. Everyone else started at level 1, and that was fine. And I just didn't level until they caught up, is essentially what happened. Which could suck, but also, like, you're still getting to play the character. And I think it's fun. So, it just depends on how your players
Because, like, depending on, like, what level you are in Pathfinder, certain enemies won't give you XP when you defeat them.
And I think they did that purposely for that reason, right? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Like, oh yeah, you can mow them down easy, but, like, you're not learning anything. You're not gaining experience from something new.
Exactly. I'm totally fine with it. I dig that. There used to be the old adage of, like, the wizard not doing anything until the party is knocked out, and then they fireball and get all the XP. And it's just like, that's not cool.
Kill stealing.
Yep. Dun, 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 dun. This guy doesn't look very rangerish to me. I think I was talking about a monk and a cleric, and I accidentally kind of went that direction.
Had a feather in their hair or something.
Yeah. He's got a horse spider. Maybe he should have some kind of horse spider thing. What's up, kid? Ooh, I tweaked my neck. Yeah, fish.
Yay for being owed.
What sound does the fish make? Good job.
Plop, plop.
Pop, 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 pop. Yep. Good job. See a fish? Shiny scalefish? This kid does not like me to read books to him. Like, I'll sit down and start reading a book, and he's like, no, turn the page. No, turn the page. No, turn the page. Close the book. This is like, okay. Yeah, fish.
I say, do any young children really like sitting down for story time?
I don't know. This is my first one. See the octopus? Oh, look at that big octopus. Shiny fish. Tiny fish. Yeah.
One fish, two fish, two fish.
Oh, the shiny fish. Yeah. What sounds the fish make? Yeah, good job. Good job. Alright, I smell a stinky kid. I will be right back, everybody. Hang tight. Hey, come here. Come here. You are what you do. Yeah, I mean, I think that's how a lot of people, you know, assign value.
No, that was back when we were talking about the elven paths.
Right. I thought it was inherent to the humans assigning value through their work.
A terrible way to live.
Yep. One of my friends was having a conversation with me, and it went like way off the deep end of like how do you define to me it felt like the whole conversation was like, I'm having my midlife crisis, please help me. And I was like, all right. I don't know what else to say about this. But his argument was like, you only have kids because you need to like assign value to your life. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if I agree with that. I still don't know if I do. I don't think.
I think that's how it used to be. Like, you've not lived, quote unquote, a good life unless you have kids and are married and have a job and or own a house.
What was the where does the term bohemian come from? Is it a specific like place in history or class of people?
So Bohemia was like a country in like Europe, which is like modern day parts of modern day Germany and like the Czech Republic.
Interesting. Okay.
And why we can call certain types of hippies bohemian, I have no idea. It was something that I know was like a thing in like the late 1800s, early 1900s. People called like the quote unquote free spirits as like bohemian. But I don't know why bohemians got saddled with that description.
That was my question, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this person a bohemian or self-described bohemian?
No. No. I was just thinking about like the other implications of value. Like, how do other people? Frankly, assigning value to your like, did I do something good in life? It's like I don't really worry about that in general.
No.
42. What was that? Yeah, you choking on peanuts? Please don't throw up on my computer, kid. Yeah. Can't be trusted. Okay. Feel better? You're back. Okay. 19th century from the French, Bohemian, Romani, Gypsy. Ah. Because they were from Bohemia. Got it. So a wanderer. Wandering lifestyle. Okay, how can I make this guy look more? I need to give him more of a hood. Give him a little more dangly up here. Maybe a big old bow. I need to make some more leather quivers. That could be a fun project. Would people want to watch me do that? I don't know if people would want to watch me do that.
You can make shorts out of it.
I need to figure out if the party wants to go back in the dungeon or if they want to just head to the next town.
I thought we were done with the dungeon.
I think we are. I just need to double check.
You made it seem like going back was not an option with all the skeletons just running rampant.
That was the inference.
Yep.
That was the inference. But you guys have decided to disregard it in the past. So I'm never 100% sure of what we're doing.
I mean, you're not the only one.
I'm realizing now that a quiver should never be that high above your shoulder. You would never be able to draw the arrows out.
Yeah, no.
I'm also not a big fan of arrows over the shoulder in real life.
Do you like the quiver on the hip?
Yeah, I'm a hip quiver guy. I think it's much more I don't want to say reliable, but just like it's comfortable, more comfortable.
Yeah. Seems also least likely to like spill out everywhere.
Yeah.
Compared to like on the shoulder type.
You cannot run as easily.
Yeah.
I have launched arrows everywhere while running. But that also happens if you jump in your backpack quiver, it just goes everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's going on here? That's weird. Yeah, you got a bottle of water. Do you need some water? Is that what's going on? You need a drink? There you go. Okay, I think I'm done with this guy. As I say, as I put more
Stuff on it.
stuff on it, yeah.
Going back to elves real quick.
Sure.
When I was working on a character idea for your game, like maybe as a secondary character, one of the ideas I had was an elf on a pilgrimage, but he's like taken like, oh, I don't know, like 150 years to do it.
Sure.
Just going super slow. Slowly working his way up north.
Is he a necromancer?
No, it was... I don't know. There were going to be like a follower of this like goddess of like northern lights and stars.
Okay, so on not heading to a specific temple, but like just the journey is the important part.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it would work. There's an inherent problem with my setting. It's a problem of funneling. Like, because of where I start, everybody needs to be coming through the port, right? Like, this is the only port for a long ways off. So everybody's either coming into town to that port, coming in through the sea, and then that branches off into, like, the bigger world, right? So if you want to meet somebody new, they either have to have already come through here and are just hanging out, or they have to be at the next town. And both are fine. Both work just fine. But it's caused some issues with, like, I guess I live in the forest. It's like, you don't want to live in this forest. And Lars is like, no, I've lived here forever. I'm like, okay, it's full of fae and monsters and death. So how does your character survive? I'm a level 1 bird.
I feel like the only type of character that I would probably be okay with living in your forest would be like a random goblin, because you said that's where a lot of goblins live.
Exactly.
So
that would make sense. Lars did the thing where he made a character without consulting me at all, and so he showed up with character background that just didn't make a whole lot of sense for the story. I was like, okay, your level 1 Birdman has been living in this forest that I just described as being inhospitable and unable to live. Cool. But I've rolled with it and let him figure that out, right? It's like I give him checks of like, oh yeah, you know not to go here because you will die. Kid, what is this? Hey. No. You want this? Okay, I need you to ask instead of just throwing your head at it. He wants to be held all the time, and then he will point at stuff, and then if he really wants it, he'll just lunge at stuff, and it's like, if I don't hold on to you, you're just gonna die. Good. Yeah, good job. Good job, you rolled the dice. Go ahead. Roll it, and we'll draw the next thing, and then we'll call it. 3. Yeah, oh, you don't get that. Now it's on the floor. No. Black-furred Leonid Warlock. Wow, you threw that real good, kid. I don't know where that went.
What was the last bit?
A Leonid warrior.
Okay.
Oh,
I
warlock.
thought I heard like
warlock.
war boss.
No.
Oh, warlock. Okay.
It gives me an idea for an oracle or witch who survived is being directed. Whose survival is being directed? Oh, like you're just there. What's the word I'm looking for? Divination is keeping them alive. Yeah. I still... Fine Eye is not quite what I want from that, you know? Druid's gotten better at trying to make that work, but it's still not quite there. I very much want to DM a game as a chosen character for fun, like the unreliable
with a chosen.
Yeah, like so. I think a better way to do it, because it is a fun concept of like Mr. Magooing your way through a story. But I think another way to do it would be have one of the characters be played by the DM and just have them be an unreliable narrator. Like anything they expect to do. They're like, we need to go to this castle, and then you go there, but something happens and explodes, and you end up being where you need to be anyways. Because they don't actually know what's going on. The DM is pressing them where they need to go, but they're just making correct decisions without any information about why it's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, no, we don't do that, kid. Holy crap! No, you get one more chance. If you do that again, I'm putting you on the floor. You can be up here with me, but you can't push on that stuff. We might get this one drawn. We'll find out. Kid, I need you to not just put... No! Stop it. Great. There needs to be a undo button for the color picker. Just like...
Is there not?
No. Sometimes, like in Photoshop, it'll have the swatches, so it'll show you the last color you had selected, and you can manually go back to it. But the problem is if the kid grabs the pen, it'll just like pick up the background color. And it's like, no, I need whatever color I was just drawing with back. Stop it. Bless you. Oh hey, they added a rotate function. That's nice of them. And a flip. Cool.
Do a flip.
Do a flip. Ooh, that's real crooked. Yeah, you sticking your hand in front of the pen does not help, kid. Kid, please. Please stop this. No, this is not for you to do that. Maybe this one would be more fun if I... God damn it. Oh, kid. Okay, you're going on the floor. Oh, holy crap. Okay. We're kind of back. I know this is supposed to be black, but I'm just going to go monochromatic red and see if that works. No, I think your pilgrimage idea is a really good idea. I think that's really fun. Sorry, I got super sidetracked.
Oh, no, that's fine.
The only thing I would say is, depending on where you want to pick up, that's where I was getting to, is like, either A, your character is in Ironhold, the Dwarven city, already, and just kind of like, that's where you meet the party, because there's a train that goes north, or you're walking there through through the hills, knowing you're going to have to hit up a bridge city, which could be good. Like, but I need to know whether the party wants to do one of those two things, right? So,
Yeah.
both of those.
It's
are
why,
fine.
like, if I play another character, I want to know where everyone is going first.
Yeah, and
So I can either show up or meet them there.
Yeah. I'm really sad that like Ace didn't get to play with us because she had a character all set up and we were waiting, and then we just kind of
Yeah,
life happens. But
it does.
but that was another part of it, right? Like, really, we should have just had Ace join us in the temple. Like, I don't know how I got here. Shit got weird, and now here we are. I guess a lane, it should have a big main, shouldn't it? Dang it. We can make this work. There are days when I draw something and I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome. Good job, me. And I'm just like, where is that all the other time? Why only now? Why only right now? Evie? Kid, all your drawing mats are out here. Look, it's right there. Look, you see it? You can go draw on that. You take something out and you put it on the floor for a kid to draw, and it goes, no, I want the thing that's put away. So you take that out and put it on the floor for them to draw, and they're like, no, I want the thing that's put away. It's like, I don't think you actually want to draw. I think you just want to throw shit on the floor.
Make a mess.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the same thing, like he'll argue for markers, and I'll give him one, and he'll open the cap and then throw it on the floor and be like, no, I want the other marker. It's like, I think you just want to mess shit up. I'd love to drive Pathfinder 2e one day, but I am in an environment where I would have to run it, and I want to experience it as a player first, so I have to put it in. Yeah. Yeah. I get that. I keep trying to set up a Pathfinder, like, Patreon game, and I never have time for it. I've been trying to set one up since January, and it's freaking August. Life. What kind of warlock should we make this? Tiger Man. I don't like how quiet you got, kid. What are you doing? Playing with a comb? You can play with a comb.
Genie Warlock.
Genie Warlock?
Yeah, that's a thing.
That is a thing. Brian, I have genie conversations from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a topic that comes up. And when there was so he sent me this video of a lawyer. The whole premise was like besting a genie, and he tricked the genie into giving him 3 wishes that didn't have any negative response. And he's like, "Ha! I've defeated you." And the genie's like, "What?" And I'm the same way. She's like, "That's if you like." It was a really stupid premise. If your whole purpose is to just be better than a genie, then you're trying to prove your pride for nothing. I see no value in that. I see no value in that. Versus the oh Jesus, kid. You alright? Please stop trying to eat garbage. Yeah, your teeth hurt? I'm trying to think of the actual ramifications of that. I love the genie concept, especially for warlocks. It's like you have to grant people's wishes to cast spells. I love that. I love that so much. Does it have to have an evil negative consequence? Maybe. I like that. I like that trade-off. You need to stop. How many times have I told you not to touch that? Yeah, now you're just doing it to get attention. Here. You draw? You draw there? Eventually we will get the Pathfinder game off the ground. I might just have to start. This is where it always gets to. It's like, yeah, I'd like to do that. I can play Tuesday nights, and then everyone's like, can't play Tuesday nights. It's like, well, I guess we're not doing it then.
Yeah.
So, is getting a wish from a genie without any bad ramifications defeating the genie?
Depends on the genie.
Do all genie wishes have to have curses to them?
Because, at least in Pathfinder, the answer is no. It, like, all depends on the type of genie
What types of genies
that
are
you're
there?
dealing. So you got, like, Ifrit, those are the fire genies.
Mm-hmm.
You got Jinn, the air genies. You got the earth genies. I can't remember what they're called in Pathfinder.
Orions?
No,
That's the Genasi.
the rela-
Genasis.
yeah. They changed the name of them because they used to be called the Shaitan, which just is demon in Arabic,
Got it.
like devil.
Okay.
Mm,
I mean, I'm okay with that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's disrespectful, but also, genies are supposed to be kind of evil. Like, people probably think they're demons. Fight the stereotypes, people. Prove them wrong. Go ahead.
Water genies, and then they also added wood and metal genies.
Right, because they added new elements.
Yep, elemental planes.
Yeah.
So, like, fire genies are the ones that are always going to give you the raw wish, like where it's like, I wish for $100, you get trampled to death by 100 deer.
Right.
Type of wish.
Which ones are those? Sorry.
Those are the fire genies, the Ifrit.
Okay, so the Ifrit are got it.
Yep.
Vindictive.
The water genies generally will grant wishes that, like,
You are not supposed to be here.
how's it phrased?
No, you're not.
Let me see.
Yeah, I saw that look, kid. That was a defiant look. You're doing this on purpose. Yeah, you're just being a little butt. Oh my god. Sorry, continue.
That's fine. So like the water genies, their wish is when they choose to grant a wish, they will interpret the wish to please the most amount of people as possible.
That's cool. So you can kind of be a benevolent
Yeah.
genie.
So theirs is called like a diplomatic wish.
That's pretty cool. I really like this concept for D&D. Like, because like a lot of people get, myself included, have the idea of wishing on a genie's wish should be dangerous and shouldn't be taken lightly. But having it be benevolent, that's another cool aspect. The DM gets to kind of decide that kind of stuff, and I like that.
Yeah.
And I've had this argument with a few people, bribing one of them, of just like, should a level 1 wish-based character be able to cast level 9 spells? And I think yes. Like, I'm totally for that. Because mechanically, like, I think at level 1, they should be able to cast wizard-based spells of their own level. If they are a wizard. Let's say they're a wizard, just for simplicity's sake. Maybe sorcerer would make more sense. Mm-hmm. If you're a level 1 sorcerer or wizard with a wish-based system, you should be able to cast your level 1 spells, no problem, right? It's like, I'm going to use Prestidigitation to make a mage hand by wishing for it. Great. It works fine. But now you're like, except I wish that the hand could pick up 1,000 pounds of something. It's like, that's against the rules. Let the DM figure it out, right? Like, that's where I think the wish-based stuff, as long as you're playing within the realms of the character, should be completely normal until you want to bend the rules. But you have the access to bend the rules. And so I think that can be a really fun way to do it. Dangerous, yes. And maybe game breaking, because you might accidentally kill the whole party. You don't know. But I'm totally on board. I'm totally on board for that kind of stuff.
I kind of like the metal genies. They're called Zoras.
Okay.
Or Zuthas. Deuces. Their wish type of wish is called a mercurial wish, and when they make a attempt to fulfill a wish, they will create the wish in a way that is unstable or impermanent. So like you only have a temporary benefit from the wish or unstable. So like I wish to have a sword to slay a dragon, and like you use it to slay the dragon, and then it just breaks.
Yeah. It's your sword, and it saves the dragon, and then breaks.
Yep.
I do like that concept. The wish, I think it was the Wishmonger. Might have been the free thing from Pathfinder 1. But the idea was that you had all this power, but you had to have someone else make the wish. You couldn't make the wish yourself.
Yeah.
And I kind of dig that too, because it brings in more team cohesion, and I'm super on board for that. I've seen a few people like kind of abuse it, where they're like, okay, this is how you're gonna make the wish. Like they just come preloaded with, here's the chat GPT lawyer speak bullshit that we're gonna do, and I'm gonna hand it to you, and you're gonna read it out loud. It's like, that's not fun. Like, you are just purposely trying to break the game, and that's not fun.
Yeah.
So, I'm less inclined for that kind of play, because that's very much player versus DM. Versus, play the character like you think the character would exist with this power. And maybe that's what you're trying to do, but... Like, a character that starts the game with level 9 spells, but they have to be very careful about the words they say, that's fun to me. I'm totally fine with that, too. How did the Binder Prestige class work? Oh, I don't remember. I don't know the Binder.
The Genie Binder?
Tell me more.
I remember looking at it once. You're kind of evil. You can't be good with it. Back when they had alignment.
You're enslaving genies, so yeah.
Yeah.
That was the other side of the having a genie, which I think Aladdin deals with pretty well. Of just like, my nature is to be a servant, but at the same time, it's not really what I want. It's like, do I make wishes? Because I could just not make wishes. It's like, no. I want you to do it. So, I think
there's like a few genies, like they stipulate like that if you summon them, they can't grant you a wish.
Oh, interesting.
So I only say with one. That's called the Jann, Jann.
Okay.
They're like genies that live in the material plane, so they're like made up of all the elements.
Oh, so they're people.
Which makes them also kind of the weakest of the genies.
Interesting. Okay.
Um,
There's another aspect of genies that I think would be kind of interesting, and that's that they're adhered to their elemental powers. So, like, if you're asking a fire genie, like, I wish for $1,000, right? The only way to get it is to like light someone on fire and steal their wallet. It's like the only thing I can do is fire, man. Like, you ask for this. Whoosh!
Yep.
Like, oh god. Holy shit.
Yeah, because the Jann, under the wish thing for the Jann, or Jane, I think it's Jane. A summoned Jane cannot use their wish ability.
Interesting.
And yeah,
so they just have to do it.
and
freely?
you just have to find one like out in the wild,
Gotcha.
which they do roam around. That's kind of their shtick. Is they're kind of like nomadic genies that like have massive caravans that like wander the world.
That's super cool. It's like a fortune telling. What's the dark side of that is like you find the fortune teller's tent, you go in and you talk to him, and then it disappears. I dig that.
Yep.
I super dig that. Boom boom. It's pronounced like
They're
Jin. You pronounce it like Jin. Well, there's Jin. Dgain.
and yep,
Is there two N's on Jin with D?
yeah.
Okay. Jin, and then Genie, which are all derived
Which
from
is
the
like-
same thing.
Yeah, genie is like
I think.
from French.
Yeah, I think this is
Like-
the most accurate with the D.
Mm-hmm.
But that is a desert air spirit. I think originally. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's
Not my
complicated.
mythos,
Like,
not my language.
like in the Quran, they're like spirits of like smokeless fire.
Maybe that's how they became dust, like dust.
Yeah. But like before that, like they were probably like seen as like spirits or like minor gods they interact with in the region before Islam.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah.
Stupid religions always taking other stuff and doing things with it.
I mean, even though it was their culture, so
Right. There's a... Oh, I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about this, but I don't want to talk about it online. There's a Christian dude going around the internet bashing all the Christian nationalist people. I'm like, yes, do that. Do that more. Call people out on their dumb shit.
so here's one of the metal genies that grants wishes.
God, what would you do if you found that guy?
I don't know. It's like a weird Jabba the Hutt character if no one's like in the Discord.
I think, like...
Made of mercury.
Critical Role did a really fun thing where Jester was a blue tiefling, right? Like, so it's like, oh, that's cool. But she was a blue tiefling because her dad was an Undine, I think? Was he an Undine or just...
Yeah, or water genasi. Yeah.
Water genasi, yeah. And, like, everybody was just cool about it. They're like, yeah, whatever. And I was like, no one's going to talk about the fact that this guy's fucking blue and wet all the time? Like, the characters did. But everyone in
Yeah.
the universe seemed like it was a completely normal thing. Lars does this too sometimes. Like, he'll introduce a character that's just really fucking weird. I'm like, is that normal? He's like, no. And I'm like, then why isn't anybody freaking the fuck out about it? Like,
I mean,
let's talk
consider
about it.
like the gentleman stayed cooped up in like an underground criminal organization. They were probably used to it. I imagine if you went above, no one would be used to it.
Yeah, but
So-
like, I feel like if you knew about either A, he just didn't interact with anybody else, right? Which would make sense. That's fine. That's a legit thing. Or he should have he should have such a reputation for being so unique that people should know about him. Like, those are the two things.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, Criminal Underground, maybe it's more to the latter. Or the first, whatever you want to say. Former, thank you. But, like, as soon as Jester's like, oh, yeah, my dad was some blue guy, everyone should be like, oh, shit. I only know one blue guy. So,
I remember in the wrap-up, Laura thought, like, she thought she wrote down that her dad was a genie, like a water genie.
mhm.
But she never did, and so Matt just ran with, like, oh, he was probably a water genasi. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Which is funny.
Yeah. But I
That's
feel
why,
like...
her hellish rebuke did cold damage instead of fire damage.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So, like, same with this guy. You have a metal genie. This guy's living around the world somewhere. Like, I think people might talk about it.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
I met a guy
Who
made out of
wouldn't-
metal.
Yep. Who would not talk about a floating metallic blob man?
Yep. I want more of that in my stories, which I will get into. Like, even, I need to talk to Burning today and see if I can kill off one of his characters. Because it's important for the story. But we'll find out. Oh, Jeebus, you okay? Gotta use your eyes, kid. Sure. You know what? It's only semi-destructive. I don't care. Do what you're gonna do. He needs a dagger. I think all Jinn need daggers. Maybe that's racist of me. If it is, I'm sorry. But I like it. And I can be wrong.
I mean, almost all the genies have, like, a dagger in Pathfinder. So
I mean, I
they
think
either have a
it's
scimitar, a trident,
from the base.
or a dagger.
I'm trying to think of the name of the Jinn didn't start in the Quran, right? I don't think. Like, it predates that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely predates it.
And I think whatever predated it, the dagger was way more important than... But I could be wrong about that. I think I read that somewhere, but... You know, I read a lot of dumb shit on the internet, and I could be totally wrong.
Yep.
Symbology. Let's do it.
Because
Which,
I know, like,
speaking
there was a lot of story, like, pre-Islamic stories, like, preserved, and they talk about how basically people with, like, mental illness was often described as being part genie or being touched by a genie.
Sure, just
And
like...
so, like,
just
to
like Catholic people.
explain their unusualness.
Just like Catholic people are possessed by demons. It's all the same.
And, like, even in, like, Islam, like, there's a lot of stories and poetry of, like, people having genie lovers.
Oh, interesting.
Because, like, genies were, like... So you have, like, angels, humans, and then jinn.
Mm-hmm. They're separate from people, right? Like, they were supposed to be a separate...
Yeah,
thing.
they are a separate people. They can have their own religion and philosophy, art, culture. They just, like, exist in an invisible world.
If I remember correctly, they, like, predated humanity.
Yeah.
But, hold on, let me read this real quick. I like how D&D 5e sorcerers are sleeveless in a lot of official artwork. Oh yeah, I mean, if you're just waving your arms around to do magic all the time. Wizards have to hide, like, books and shit in their sleeves. I do love that, too.
To quote Bo, sleeves are bullshit.
Sleeves are bullshit. Which really, magic is bullshit, is what she was saying. She wasn't brave enough to say it out loud. I love making characters that hate magic. I don't know why. I think it's so funny to live in a world where magic, like, openly exists, and to have people not believe it or hate it.
I'm surprised you've not made a superstitious barbarian.
I've thought about it, but barbarians is not fun to me. It is. Like, I've made a few barbarians, but there are other classes that are more fun. That was a better way to say it. I'm not a big fan of the rage requirement. I'm much more of a Eldritch Knight, and barbarians are not that. Barbarians are doubling down on the axe. Which at some point I might have made, and I still might make a Blood Rager, but Jump Rope does it, and so it's just like, I don't need to double down on that. I can just watch Jump Rope play it, and I'm fine with that. I can live vicariously through people. I don't mind.
I can't. I have to get in there.
How are you doing today, Scumbag, by the way?
So you called me a scumbag. It's like, I'm not a scumbag.
No, Scumbag. It's in chat.
Yeah.
Speaking of living vicariously through people, there are a couple of games that I don't remember if I actually played them or not. Because I know I played them with my friends at their house, but it's like, I might have just watched them play it at their house. I don't know if I actually ever played it. And then there's a couple games that I've watched online so many times. It's like, did I ever actually play that? Or did I just watch... Did I watch a couple people play that game? So, both funny. Blackmaid Maze that believes they are cursed with magic would be a fun archetype. Yeah, that could be good. Kid, you're losing your mind. What's going on? What's going on? Why are you up on the desk now? You need better music? Is that what you want? Da 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 da. You just need attention. Oh, dancing boy. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance. Can you jump? Can you jump? Ha ha! Good job. Can you jump over here? Jump! Ha! Yeah! Jump! Jump! Yeah, you're really good at that. Jump! A vroom. Where'd this magnet come from? Whoa! You're fine. Yeah, see? Fine. He rolled off of the ottoman onto a big pile of blankets and then screamed like he got hurt. And then he's like, oh, no, I didn't get hurt. You bored? Do we need to go for a walk or something? Your teeth still hurt? You have torn apart everything within a 5-foot radius of me, kid. Yeah. What does that mean? Okay, what should we do here? The child is full of beans. You want to draw. You cannot draw because you will destroy my pen and the tablet. I want to draw, but you won't let me draw because you want to draw. Yeah, that's how I feel too. I don't know what to do in this situation. Boom. Boom. Ba, 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 ba. Corvus, draw for a while, and I will talk.
Can't draw with a mouse, especially a mouse that's halfway busted.
Let me see your teeth. How many teeth you got? Wait, what's wrong with your mouse?
It's just it's I got it used from a friend, and so it's probably just I've had it for like 6 years now.
Oh, that's pretty good. My mice only last like 2 or 3 years, and then I break them.
Yeah.
I've had this one for a while, and it's on its last leg. Okay, you cannot arch your back like that while I'm sitting in the chair. You're gonna hit your head on the desk. Do you
Like
wanna
it
go
will
down?
just like I'll like not be touching it, and then it'll just start scrolling up and down. It's like okay.
Okay, let's divert for a little bit because the kid is spicy.
Why is it spacey?
Now he's just yelling on the other side of the room. Hi. Do you see the sloth? Yeah, you like that? I don't know how you're still awake. You only took a 20-minute nap. It is hot in here. I need to turn the AC on. It's getting real hot in here. What? What? You cannot get up in the chair, kid. Okay, if you get up in the chair, you're not going to sit by the computer. It's going to be weird. Okay, now I don't have a chair. I'm trying to open up Unity, but it's being stupid. Time to open Nathan's archives and listen to Professor Corvus create compendium. Yeah. You okay? Ooh, that probably didn't feel good. You okay? Oh, you alright?
I don't have any creatures that.
Kid, you look so tired.
Excuse me. Divs, I think the best way to think of divs as they are corrupt, sort of corrupted genies. That's how they're at least portrayed in um, Pathfinder. They specifically come from like Persian mythology, and they're like the arch enemies of the Peris, which are like fire fairy angels. I think in Pathfinder they serve a god named Ahriman. Yeah, Ahriman. No, never mind. They're not corrupted genies. Let's see. Closely related to the daemons and the other fiends of the outer sphere, many planar scholars believe them to be descended from spirits from the first evil genies. So, I guess they are. Okay. You used to be able to have tieflings that were based off divs, but I don't think they've made them into 2E yet.
Gotcha. I was muted. I'm sorry. That's Cardamom. I posted him in the Discord. He's a tiny landlord from Bee and Puppy Cat. I can't recommend that series to people. It's super fucking weird. But, yeah. Here's what it is.
Interesting.
Bee and Puppy Cat has some, like, super good vibe stuff in it. Like, Puppy Cat only talks in, tonal Vocaloid stuff, which is really funny. But the story is super messed up. Super messed up. And hyper depressing. So, yeah. I don't know if I can suggest it to people. You okay, kid? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Does your mouth hurt? You got a tooth there. Yeah, that didn't feel good. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna call it. Let's see if we can get a popsicle or something. We'll be back on Friday. More viewer suggestion stuff. Commissions are open. People are looking for commissions. Let me know. I will be working on the game probably tomorrow. I hope to do another live stream. I kind of like doing them on Twitch because then they're separate from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. They're just like people just don't show up anyway. So I don't know if I'll just do it in the Discord or not. We'll figure it out. It would be easier to do it in the Discord. But then people still don't show up. So who knows? Who knows? That's all I got. That's all I got. I'll post these in the Discord so people can check those out. I probably will start doing late night streams. Maybe I'll do a late night stream tomorrow night. That would be
Brick After Dark.
Yep, might do a Rook After Dark. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll put that on Twitch, or I'll put that on like Picardo or something, where I can be spicy all I want. But either way, we're done here for the day. Thanks for hanging out. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table, and we'll catch everybody on Friday. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out today, Corvus.
Mm-hmm.